Hey guys, welcome back. Gonna do another vinyl update today. Been getting just tons of shit in the last few weeks. Seems like I've been getting shit in all year, all the time, because it's been an incredible year for music. I'm not gonna do top 20 best of or any of that kind of stuff. I don't think this year. I'm gonna let all you guys kind of do that kind of a thing. There's just been too much great music this year. I mean, of everything: black metal, death metal, hardcore punk, doom. I mean, just been incredible year for music. I mean, one of the best. It's been badass. And it just depends on my taste at the time. You know, I could be listening to hardcore punk one day and that's the top of my list. The next day it's black metal. The next day it's doom. I mean, death metal. It just goes on. And I mean, I tried to put a list together just for my own self to see, you know, what I thought. And holy shit, I changed it like 9-10 times. And it just changed because it's all about my mood and, you know, that kind of a thing. I mean, just a lot of good shit. So I'll let you guys hash that shit out. I'm just going to listen to a ton more music, and I got lots of stuff. As far as stuff goes, this will probably be my last vinyl update of the year. I've got tons more stuff already to do, more reviews, but you're probably getting sick of them. I got a couple of neat little things I'm going to be doing next, I think, that you guys will enjoy. So that'll be right after the first of the year. And with that said, we're listening to Panopticon, and this is their revisions of the past. And this is their digibook CD. Everybody knows Panopticon, just killer stuff. So yeah, that's what we're listening to right now. And the first record I have is this beauty, and this is Revolting, The Shadow of the World's End, and this came out on Transcending Obscurity just probably a couple weeks ago. Cool little gatefold, kind of got the lyrics, cool little picture there, but yeah, it's badass. For all you little vinyl freaks that like all the color and variants and stuff, it has kind of a wild little stuff there, so kind of cool if you're into that. So, but yeah, with this, it's you know, of course, Mr. Johansen, just another fantastic project. I mean, this guy just putting out incredible music, just one after the other, it seems like. He's an absolute fucking machine. I think he's been on 6 records this year or something like that. It's just amazing. But this has a lot of cool melodies in it. Kind of great leads of, you know, old school Swedish death metal. Very catchy songs, but like real breakneck pace. Fast tempos, razor sharp leads. Just your classic death metal vocals. Just 9 excellent songs. It's a very cool record, and like I said, everything he does is just killer. So just another one to the list as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, Revolting, check it out. Alright, and now we have Acerus, and this is Tertiary, Rite, and this it was on Rest in Peace Records just this year. The best way I can describe this is that it's traditional heavy metal with traits of black and death metal and even some power metal, really. All of which just blend perfectly in this. It's like got really dark melodies, super killer riffs on it. I would say just a riff galore record. I mean, if you like fucking riffs, this is fucking full of them. So I would definitely check it out. It's very heavy, melodic, emotional, but it's just fucking epic. Epic music. That's the best way to describe it. Great record that can appeal, you know, it appeals to both, you know, somebody that's into real extreme shit, and if you're just into traditional heavy metal. I mean, it's a very rare record that can do that. So it's just molten heavy metal that's alive and well. But yeah, it's killer stuff. Check it out for sure. Alright, now I got a classic for you. And we got Millions of Dead Cops. And this is their self-titled reissue from 2014 from Beer City. I originally had this over the years, the original, and somewhere along the line it disappeared. Excuse me. I've only had probably a couple records out of my whole collection that have disappeared over the years for some reason, and this was one of them, which sucks. But I finally got around picking this back up, and this is a nice reissue done by Beer City, so I picked it up. You know, this was kind of hardcore punk back in the day. That was a little more faster than a lot of it, I would say, and talented musicians on top of that. It's very political hardcore at its finest. Great, direct, straightforward vocal approach. Very aggressive. It's sincere, and pissed off all at the same time. It's by far, I think, their best record they ever recorded. It's their first and their best as far as I'm concerned. They still had some good stuff along the way, and I think they're still making records to this day, which I kind of fell out of some of their stuff in the last probably 5-6 years, so I kind of should just check it out, see what it's all about, but I haven't. But this record right here, this is just essential hardcore punk. Millions of Dead Cops. Check it out. Alright. Now I have the new one. This is from Iron Lung, and this is Sexless, No Sex, and this is from 2007 on Prank. Iron Lung record here. This is just classic power violence with blasts, breakdowns, on a barrage of riffage. Grindy punk feel with kind of sonic blitzkrieg, I would say. Short, punchy outbursts of songs with scathing vocals. Very well crafted song structures that you don't hear a lot, you know, in the power violence game. It's just, you know, it sounds like hell unleashed. It's just really good shit. So yeah, Iron Lung, check it out. Alright, now I have Proscription, and this is Conduit, and this came out this year on Dark Descent. And this is some just, you know, great Finnish black and death metal, kind of in the vein of Maveth and Hate, which I know he was in Maveth, so that's probably a good reason why I get a lot of that sound. I really like the bass sound on this record. It really stands out nicely. It's just, you know, very multi-dimensional death metal, I guess it pretty much covers it. It's just a real solid record. You know, it's not like crazy out of this world, and it's kind of mid-level as far as I'm concerned, but it's just real nicely done, and it's good shit, so check it out. Alright, now we have Unmerciful, and this is Wrath Encompassed, and this came out this year on Willowtip, and I think this is their third record from this Kansas metalheads. It's real brutal, relentless, aggressive. It's just fantastic musicianship. I mean, it just bludgeons you, you know, with the tightly performed death metal. I mean, it's just, I mean, these guys are great musicians. If you really are into great musicianship, check this out for sure. It's very technical drumming on it. It's like black and harsh mid-range vocals. Their technical precision and their refined musicianship is very refreshing. It's just a terrific slab. And the vinyl itself is kind of a clearish, kind of a funky grayish clear. So very cool. Now we have VELD, and this is Daemonic, and this is from Everlasting Spoo, and this is a 2017 reissue. VELD is a three-piece Polish band, very brutal, experimental, and technical. They originally came out in 2015, and if I can remember, I think if I remember correctly, it's 2015. It's just, you know, bone-sawing riffs, abrasive tones. I think this is their fourth record too, if I remember correctly. It's like got real heavy double bass dredges to it. Each song is very unpredictable, which is awesome. It's got so many cool elements from different genres on here, which adds to the, you know, all the layers, kind of music overall. It's just really cool how they did it. Very strong record, super strong record. I dig the shit out of this, so but check it out, definitely. VELD. Alright, now I have Life's Blood, and this is Hardcore AD 1988, and this is a reissue on Prank. And Life's Blood was kind of it's kind of got some cool stuff in there too. They were a short-lived hardcore band from New York City. Very sharp, dissident, kind of a sturdy hardcore with crossover influences. This record contains like 27 songs, which includes various tracks from like 7 inches, demos, compilation tracks, and live recordings. So it has a little bit of everything on this. It's cool, vintage looking, you know, record, especially with the gatefold and stuff like I showed you there. It's really cool. It's like back in the day, kind of what you would see. It's just early, you know, 80s New York hardcore formula in the songwriting. Kind of in the vein of bands like Breakdown, Raw Deal, Agnostic Front, of course, the earlier stuff. It's just solid 80s minimalistic style with great tempo changes. It's just solid stuff, so check it out. Life's Blood. Now we have, you see there, Ecoplasma, and this is Wide-Eyed Trance, and this is from Floga from this year. And this is just mastery, old school death metal from Greece. It's got some brutal riffs, you know, straight out of the early 90s on this. Very cool heaviness to the riff style. I can even hear some like thrash influences on here in certain parts of the record. Reminds me a bit of like Autopsy, to be honest. Great, well-rounded brutality, dynamic at the same time. It's just great fucking record. Ectoplasma, just badass. Check it out. Okay. Now we have, this is SpellBook, and this is Magick and Mischief, and this came out this year on Cruz del Sur. And this record is just great 70s retro proto metal record, I would say. I guess that'd be a good way to describe it. They're kind of all over the place, their sound. It's kind of like a mix of Thin Lizzy, I would say, Blue Oyster Cult, and then you throw a splash of Black Sabbath in there. It's even got like some early Iron Maiden on certain tracks. It's just really cool record. It feels more like a jam session than like a record, to be honest with you. It's like got nasally shouts to smooth rock to low to mid, you know, register in the vocals. It's like cool, bluesy, psychedelic feel with the guitars. It's like just a very well crafted record that makes you kind of feel like you're in the late 70s or early 80s. So, but yeah, check it out for sure. That's SpellBook. Alright, now we have, let's see if we can see this better. This is Vampire and this is Rex. This came out this year on Century Media. Very cool band. Kind of reminds me a bit of Merciful Fate. Kind of that metro or retro sounding metal. This thing has so many great riffs on this, and they just keep coming and they keep coming. It's just got some fantastic drumming that really keeps things interesting as well. The vocals are mostly like shrilling shouts, and also some like howls, that kind of stuff. The guitars are like real warm and fuzzy. Vampire just gets better and better with each release, and if this is no exception. It's just a fucking great record. I'm really looking forward to what they have coming up next. So, but yeah, check it out, Vampire. And now we have Jupiterian, and this is Protosapien. And this came out this year on Transcending Obscurity also. I'll kind of show you that a little bit. Kind of hard to see. But these guys are a Brazilian four-piece that is slow, abrasive at the same time. I mean, this shit is good. So many great riffs. It's like real thick, sludgy riffs on this. It's doom and like dissonant melodies. To me, it's like the borderline of like sludge and funeral doom. Has raspy, semi-clean vocals. It's just full of like just bleak, doom-laden waves of goodness. That'd be the best way for me to describe it. Just fucking killer shit. But yeah, check it out. Very cool cover too. Kind of funky little stuff on there. So, and I think, let's see if that record too kind of has a kind of a funky little look to that too. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, so that's another update for you guys. Like I said, I have tons of stuff. I got stacks and stacks of stuff over here that I still could do. I don't know what you guys think of me doing all these vinyl updates and, you know, CD updates. I don't know if you guys get sick of them or whatever. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear you guys' opinions. Like I said, I got tons of CDs, tons of albums that just came in, and I got lots more coming. So hopefully 2021 musically will be as good as 2020. I'm expecting it will be, with everybody that's been recording and been locked away and just making music. So I'm expecting 2021 to be just as good or better than this past year, which would be pretty incredible. So yeah, we'll be doing that. I'm going to be having some interviews with some bands coming up in 2021. Some really cool stuff. We're just going to be doing a lot of different stuff coming up. I'm starting to feel better about doing this now as far as being comfortable, you know, like I keep saying. I hope it's coming across better for you guys. My big thing is just to share some music. Hopefully you guys check out some new stuff maybe you haven't seen. That kind of a thing. Coming in the new year, I'll probably do a big kind of, I don't know what you call it, a collection showcase, or kind of show you the entire collection, that kind of a thing, because I've had a lot of people ask me about that, which is kind of a massive thing. I won't be doing kind of the A to Z whole collection kind of thing, because I just have too much shit. To be honest, it's just too much for me to do. It'd take me 5 years to go through it all. So I won't be doing that, but I will be picking out some gems over the years. I'll be going, kind of getting more into a lot of older stuff, kind of your, you know, kind of your hidden gems, that kind of a thing, and still doing the new stuff at the same time, but, you know, kind of showcase some of the stuff from the past also that I think might have been missed, or maybe didn't get its due back in the day, and some stuff that did get its due that just good to highlight. So with that said, you know, same as always, stay fucking extreme and have a good new year, and I'll see you guys soon.